disappear like
Alright, sounds
magic.
good, man. And then if you have any other, last minute questions, just shoot over an email.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Alright, man.
Awesome, guys. Thank you.
Alright.
Cool.
Thanks.
Have a good one. Yeah, you make sure. We're no longer like budget on price, and honestly,
God, man.
this new, our new way of, like, we're a growing company. Just we used to wait for that discount. How's the machine learning going?
How's it work?
No. How's it going?
It's alright. There's like a lot of build up. So like right now I'm still mostly dealing with like the core concepts and like setting up Python and like getting used to Python, and because like that's like the easiest language to write it in.
Yeah.
It's going.
The meeting we just had now, or the call we had, was 10 o'clock, and it was just a follow-up call from a project that I first met this guy 16 months ago or something like that. I've been working on this this potential deal for a while. It was a mixture of persistence / things had to fall into place on his end, but we stayed in touch, and almost a year and a half later we could be working on a project together. So that was, I think, the final call before he makes a decision between us and one other company. Kind of the feeling I have is he prefers us. We have more expertise. We'll produce a higher quality product, but with having a higher quality product and that expertise comes a higher price point. So it's really, kind of in his hands. Does he want to pay for that? Does he see it, as something where he would rather pay a little bit more to work with us, or does he not have the funds, or want to save some money and go with a different route? That's ultimately up to him. I'd advise him to use us, because even if you save a few thousand going with someone else, the incremental difference just isn't worth it. Like, you could save 2,000, but we'll give you 10,000 back. So we'll see what happens. There's that. And yeah, brought Jay into the mix because it's a project that's a little bit more technical. Jay is he's fucking awesome. He's very smart, very technical person, but not just like from a heads down developer standpoint. He's extremely creative, very good problem solver. That's actually what makes him brilliant in my eyes. But then he has the technical chops to back it up. So it's a very, I'll call it dangerous, but in a good way, mix of being very creative, problem solving, design thinking, but being super technical so he can solve problems in a unique way. And I was just telling Keenan is that, so right now the next thing Jay is getting into a lot is machine learning, which is going to make him even more dangerous. Like, add that to his tool set. I think over the next couple years you're going to really see Jay evolve into a very big star. Hopefully it's still at Jacked, but if not, somewhere else. But hopefully he stays with us a long time and continues to grow like this. But regardless of what happens, he's gonna be good. So I'm calling it now, so you can see where he's at in a couple years and see what happens to him. Alright, let's get some food first. Yeah, I was up middle of the night for like an hour, so I got sick a little bit. Loaded up on fucking meds, trying to get through the day. This is Anthony Tumbiolo. Oh, I didn't see it. No, and it turned into a call, and he never actually answered my call. So anyways, but I want to see how it went because he stopped by here prior. Well, he gave a check, so that was good.
It went well.
But then he was asking about the CMS and stuff, and I was like, yo, talk to
So what
Armand.
I thought around that, and the way I approached it.
But I'm like, yo, like, give people a free fucking haircut, a free training session, a free whatever. People who have 10, 20,000 followers.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, for sure. So I'm gonna throw that out to him. Cause he's like, oh, I try and get my clients to post. I'm like, you should go after like influencers. Like get my boy Brandon.
The clients, unless they're high.
Yeah, it was like get my boy Brandon Bryant, 70,000 followers. Get him on. Give him a free session. Have him post.
Yeah.
Great session with Liv. Da da da. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, especially if he's scaling up his trainers. Like,
Yeah.
he should have his trainers be doing most of the client work, and he should be out, doing these.
All this kind of shit.
these
I wish it was easy for, like, if we sold something that was that, like a haircut or a something that's so easy and it's a repeat. Oh my god, we would kill the fucking marketing game. That's what part of me is like, yo, we should just create a fucking made up product.
Yeah.
And because all these strategies that I'm like, I just or suggesting to people for them to do, we can't implement them because like, what are you gonna do? Give a free app to someone or a free like, like it doesn't work.
Yeah.
I wish. I was like, yo, my hairstylist. He's like, if you were a hairstylist, you'd have such a big business. I was like, yeah, I would. I was like, so why don't you just do this shit and grow your? But like, people just don't want to do it. Like they don't want to put in the work.
I feel like they don't know how to do it, and they're intimidated by it.
Yeah, it's like this scary thing. That's why I'm like, part of me wants to spin up a whole another company that's just like small business marketing.
Yeah.
All right, so really quickly, just got off that call, potential project. Can't really share the details because we're under NDA, I believe. And if not, either way, I'm not going to share the details. But really a theme that I want to talk about is how important emotional skills are. Mike and I have been focusing on it a lot. This is a big portion of what we focus on with our coach is emotional skills. I think in the future, emotional skills are just going to become more and more important in every aspect of life, but specifically talking about the workplace, it's going to be very important. It already is. I believe it's going to be a difference maker in our company, and not just Mike and I having those skills, but the entire company having those emotional skills, so that you don't have to check your emotions at the door. Emotions should not be something that are checked at the door. They're part of life, and I think it's something we're trying to build into the culture. Is really how to be an emotionally intelligent company, essentially. One thing that I touched upon in the call was emotional skills are going to become even more important in the future. So getting those skills, those quote unquote soft skills, are going to become more important in the future as more jobs get automated. Alright, leads, very low. There's only, from 312 to 318, there's only 4 new leads, 2 new MQLs, 4 SQLs, 1 deal booked. Overall for the month, we've had 1 new deal and 2 old deals. 1 new deal being 2 old deals being. Total new revenue from all those deals estimated at around 140,000, but out of that 140, only 20 of it is like new. 120 were upsell revenue. And like the target for the month combined was 130. So, which I think it should be higher next month, but the target we had set was 130 and we're at 140 right now, all combined.
So utilization was 65%, which is better than last week's 56, but still below the peak of like 73. The biggest reason is still Connor, but actually what we took a hit on was actually Jay. Because Jay at 40 brings us to 72. Yeah,
What did he
so
do
that
last
would be, he only put in like 3 days on. It was basically done. And so which is actually like reason why we should actually pay for like 2 extra days, because like he actually did like a bunch of production code. So they waited. Like they were supposed to kick off on Monday and they were basically like too far ahead in the back end, not kept up to speed. So they had to stop. So there was nothing they could do. They finished version 1.2 and then they just chilled because they couldn't really work on. They started version 1.3 early, but they couldn't keep going because had to catch up.
Yeah, we should
Which is
only
a good problem.
pay him if we can pass that cost on to them, right?
Yeah, I think we'll pass it on from the standpoint that. I
Is
mean,
Jay
I
gonna
already
be
told
underutilized
them we
this
were
week,
going to do it. I already told them we were going to do it. It's just how many days we want to give them.
Well, it should 100% be built. It was worked on 1.3.
Yeah, it already was built to them.
Yeah,
But we're
okay.
only paying them a weekly rate. So we'll get it
But
back.
for last week. We only get it back if he then doesn't work 2 days this week. Because he did the work last week. Like, it doesn't make sense that like we should just eat that cost.
But we're not eating it over time.
Yeah, he should only work the days that were allotted to it.
I think over the course of this project, we'll be able to manage it just fine. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I mean,
Right now, you know that I really, this is how I feel. This is how you're arguing with me for the sake of arguing it.
okay, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
To me,
Because I feel like I have the margins on this project and the budget and everything very under control. So the fact that we're arguing over 2 days or 1 day that we're going to give is like just an argument that I don't really wish to have right now.
So it's okay. You're not. Let me put it this way. To me, it's not the margins and all that. It's the hey, if the contract was for this with we're working days that are not part of that contract, and we're coming out of pocket for that.
But we're not, because we're getting ahead. We'll be getting ahead of schedule. What you're saying is exactly right. I'm just saying that it might not happen this week. Like, yes, theoretically, if he finishes early, we're not going to pay him for the extra days. We're not going to pay him to come into the office and just like not work.
According to this structure, then, if I'm understanding it right, I'm just asking a question here, is that the way it's billed, Jay and him could technically work 5 days a week on, and we wouldn't bill more than 8,000.
Well, we would never do that. We only promised them 8 days. That's what they're getting. They're getting 8 days. It's not a weekly fixed rate.
Okay,
That's
so
not what it is.
yeah, so that's what
We
I'm
have to
trying
get past that. It's never going to be a weekly fixed rate.
Okay,
So they're paying for the
that's what I
days they
agree
get.
with.
We're just giving them days. If out of scope things arise, we say we need an extra day.
With you on
Bill them
that.
for
So I'm saying the 2 days, at some point,
it's going to catch up.
we're gonna have to not have 2 days. It's gonna be billed to them or whatever.
Yeah,
We're not ever working more than 8 days.
No.
Welcome to L'Oreal. I can help you find the right palette for your personality. How would you describe yourself?